4 years back, when I was here, I was full of joy. Every day I used to be really happy. When people used to put me down or people used to say all bad things against me, I used to take it with happiness. I wouldn't allow my heart to get that sadness. But over the years, after I left Manipal, I found that I couldn't contain it, or I couldn't sustain the faith I had before. I started getting more nervous. I started getting more sad. I started accepting people's rejections. I started getting all the offense, all the mean thing. I started accepting it, and I started working around it. And I thought, how can I prevent it? But I forgot that I could rely on God. So I was standing over there, and God was telling me, see, all this while you are learning something. And all this while you were learning so that you could share this to somebody else. So I'm very happy that I at least learned now. So I'm thankful that I've come to this place and at least realized one thing, that it's always joy to be in the presence of the Lord. And another thing Lord had told me is, see, when I was in Manipal, the only thing I would get the joy was to be in the presence of the Lord. So when I was sad, I used to give it to the Lord. I used to worship, I used to speak in tongues, and I used to say, Lord, all this sadness you're going to take off. But when work started, when I started getting all the pressure, I forgot the principle. So I started worshiping Him. I started doing all the same thing, what I was doing. But I forgot why I was doing it. I forgot that, God sustains me, that, He sustains me not just physically, not just financially, not just spiritually, but even He sustains my emotions. So I forgot that basic component. So He just reminded me today. So I want to remind each of you that, if you're sad, if you're depressed, if you are going through rejections, if you're going through failures, if you're going through worries, be very bold in the Lord. Take it with worship. Take it to Lord in prayer. Take it to the Lord in joy. And one more thing, what God spoke was, see, I met a friend yesterday in Manipal who helped me with my project. So when I met this friend, it was all nostalgia. I was telling him all the things we had done in college, all the time we had spent time, and how our project was and how wonderful it was. But see, I love this friend. Okay, I like spending time with him. But when I was here, I just realized that I like this friend, and I didn't call him to the worship. I like this guy, and I didn't call him to be in the presence of the Lord. So when you find a joy in the Lord, share it with others. Bring people to the kingdom of the Lord. So this guy is a Christian. This guy is, he believes in God. But see, even though you believe in God, it's not necessary you found God. Just because you know God doesn't mean you truly know Him. So you got to bring people, You got to share out of love. You got to share your love to others. You got to share what you found in Christ. Okay, I'm going to close it there. And I'm very happy to be here and see the church has grown. So back then the church was very small. And Pastor would know, all of us were not committed as this. Seeing all the people play the instruments really well and see people worship, it's really fantastic. Because I didn't think students would worship like this. Because when we were there, it was Pastor was worshiping, it was Pastor was playing the guitar, it was Pastor doing everything. It was one-man show. So I'm so happy, God has provided people in His life so that people have been a blessing to the church. There have been students who are very committed, and there are students who have been so committed that they're staying over here. So that's really amazing, and I thank God for that. So I'll hand it to Pastor.